Welcome back to the Gray Escape. This time, we're finishing up the garage and the bedroom. Let's go. I suppose I should show you guys what I'm doing here because I haven't made an update in a little while. This is the bedroom. I'm almost done with it. I'm, done in quotations. But what I have accomplished back here so far is I've shoved a whole bunch of insulation down there, and behind here I made a little box to hide the drain from the AC unit because it comes out the bottom here and then goes into the wall like there. I made a little front panel for the battery and power system. This is just to keep dust, dirt, and anything that we put in the garage from getting in there and messing up all of my nice wiring. This is a box that I made. I'm super happy with it. There was a lot of space between this beam and the window. So what I did was I took a piece of plywood and cut it and trimmed it to fit perfectly in the rounded bottom of the window. And then I built this box to fit in the space in between. I painted the inside a dark color and the top of this a dark color and the outside of this a dark color. So when you're outside the bus, you can't see that it's a piece of wood or anything. So what I need to do now is make a top for this. It's going to go all the way across to here, and it's just going to have some cutouts here and here so that we can use these little, they're only about 4.5 inches deep, these little things to put stuff in. I also figured out a method for kind of trimming out the windows a little bit. This is definitely not the final product because the inside of it looks terrible. But what I did was I took a little block of wood that fit in the corner, held it up there, took a pencil and traced along the back of it, and then cut it out with a jigsaw, installed it, sanded it this way, flush with the framing, and then did the same thing with a piece of 1/4 inch ply. And I know that this is kind of hideous and I'm gonna have to go over parts of this with some wood putty, sand it down, paint it. So it'll look more seamless when it's done, but that's gonna get painted. This is gonna get painted the same color. The top of that's gonna get painted the same color. These are just to keep the bed from sliding all the way back because I wanted to make sure that we had room to stick our hand down here to access this lock. And I've also insulated and walled off this cavity that was here, insulated and walled off this spot, and installed this outlet. There's a little bit of a recess here, and that is also going to get painted the same color as everything else. We're going to put some little cubbies or something in there to hold phones and things at night. Also insulated and covered this up. There was a giant mess of wires in there, and now it's less ugly. Built this little box here because unfortunately the wires for this were too short to mount it here, so it's mounted here. And this actually is empty. I'm going to figure out how to make this into a cup holder. Maybe I'll take a piece of PVC pipe and cut it and cut the hole here and drop it in. So there's no insulation in this little space here, but there is over here and down there and up here. But all in all, that's where I stand with the bedroom. And the next thing, like I said, is to trim out this box over here. And then we install the flooring, which is right there, and the bed, and we should be done. So I've cut this board. I wanted to use plywood, but we don't have a long enough piece of plywood. But this board is gonna have to go all the way into this window. And we've got some pretty crazy edges and corners here. This wall goes diagonally this way, and this tiny piece of wall goes diagonally that way. Again, we have this to cut around, and then this, and then this, and then this. So it's a lot. But I'm trying to figure out how to do it right now, and I'll have to just take it off little by little with my oscillating tool and fit it in. It's going to take a while. Alright, so today I'm putting in the flooring for the garage area here. I rolled some of this back after I got it cut to exactly how I wanted it, and applied some of this vinyl composite tile adhesive to the floor. Excuse the mower in the background there. This is just something that I had left over from doing the garage floor in my house, which was VCT tiles. So this is not the same thing, but it should work similarly, and all of the videos that I watched where people were installing this type of recycled rubber floor in gyms, they used a similar product, so this should be fine. I'm just waiting for it to dry. When you put it on, it goes on white. It's been about 45 minutes now, and you can see parts of the glue are turning like a yellowish sort of clear, as opposed to the white that you can see that's still not dry. I need to wait until most of this is that yellowish clear and it doesn't come off on my hand when I touch it, and then I can actually lay this down. But I think it's gonna look pretty good when we're done here. Getting there slowly. All right, guys, so that's the garage and the bedroom both completed. Thank you so much for watching. Like it if you liked it, subscribe if you want to see more, and we'll catch you next time on The Gray Escape.